Hello, welcome. I'm Julie Torrens. Today we're going to be working on some ephemera. And so I had some food packaging that I keep, and this one I took and I sanded the shiny side with just an emery board outside. I recommend doing it outside because it is so dusty. And then look at these. Now this is food packaging, and it was the inside. If I could tell you a way to come up with this with inks and paints and all that, I would teach you how and I would learn myself. But no, this is just the inside of food packaging. But I think for what I want to do today, it's perfect. So I roughed up the outside and I just covered them with book page. And you've seen me do that before, and we can always do it again. But I just collaged. I call it book page, but it's got music notes and things like that. Just got them covered up, but more on the plain side. So the first thing we're going to do is trim off my extras. And so I am so glad to be back here with you. I've been away a little bit. All good. You know, if you follow me at all, that my sister was here for a week. And so, yes, I had some videos ahead, but I'm afraid I've been away a little bit, but I'm back and I am just so tickled to be here with you. I miss you guys when I'm not here. I truly do. So thanks for coming and joining me as we work on this ephemera. What I've got in my mind is I'd like to do another journal. And a matter of fact, I've seen several, some on YouTube. I watch Gail Agostinelli. I think her name is Agostinelli. I watch, she's called Treasure Books. That's the name of her channel. Her name is Natasha. Different style, but all really good. And there's always Nick the Booksmith and just, you know, lots and lots and lots of inspiration. And then I also I have an app on my phone that's called Thrift Books. I recommend it if it's, you know, if you find that you're looking for books. It kind of reminds me, and you got to go back to the very early days of Amazon. Can you remember that? I mean, we did not have as much internet access, and my smartphone was not able to do the internet like it can now. But those early days of Amazon, they sold used and new books. And that's kind of what Thrift Books reminds me of. You put in a title. They will tell you if they have it in stock new or used, or sometimes both. They'll also tell you if you can get it hardback or paperback or all kinds of different ways. So anyway, I got some books on journaling because, as you know, I am not an expert on making junk journals and art journals. I'm just learning. So I got some books from Thrift Books because I wanted to be able to, you know, market it and maybe, you know, put bookmarks in and maybe really open the book wide. Well, I don't want to do that with a library book. And I'm all about the library and getting library books, but I wanted to be able to use these books like tools. And I've done a lot of reading. And so one of the books that I've seen both on YouTube and on in my books from Thrift Book is what's called a waterfall journal. So I'd like to make one of those, but to tell you the truth, my ephemera is low. So I want to start out now, not with this one. We'll pick up on that one. We'll just start with one. I've got 3 like this. So as I said, Carrie the Crafter called this, I think, like an antiquarian, but I may have that word wrong. What it looked to me was like field notes, like a field notebook. And so he had pictures, he used stamps, he used watercolor. Well, I just took, let me see, do I have it here? I think so. I just went through, remember this old Webster dictionary that I got from the thrift store, and it didn't even have a cover? Well, I went through it, and if you go through it, see, It's got illustrations, no photographs. It's, I think, really a bit old for that. I think you would have had to use maybe like copper plates or something. But see, here's a picture of a Mastiff. So I just went through this and I pulled out what I thought looked like nature or animals. Here's some fish. So I thought, well, this looks kind of like it would go in this type of field notes. Then I also got some stencils because I was thinking, you know, again about field notes. And I got some splats because you can imagine, you know, that book takes some wear and tear. This has some words and some arrows. Will we use it? Won't we? I don't know. And then I got this because I thought, well, you know, maybe some geometric kind of a way that someone, you know, like we do mark making, kind of like that. Maybe, again, maybe I'll use it. I know these books are loaded with letters and numbers, so this is the best I have for that. It's just a stencil. I got it years ago. I have no idea where, but there's all kinds of them. Tim Holtz puts out an alphabet. Diane Reevely puts out an alphabet. Lots of alphabets out there. So I just got this one. Who knows? I probably pulled it out of a clearance bin. Then I pulled some stamps. So writing is a big part of this. And this is supposed to be, I don't know if it is, and I got it so many years ago. It's supposed to be French, and it's supposed to be about botanicals. So I pulled that out thinking it kind of looked like handwriting in a journal kind of thing. You know, I got, this has some gears, you know, I don't know, mechanical problems while you're out. I don't know. This is just an acrylic block. This stamp, I don't know if I'll use, but it's about traveling. Same with this. This one is just another traveling. I can show you the back of this. But, you know, maybe things that people save on their trip. This is music notes, rubber stamp or whatever this stuff is, stamp. Did they write a song about what? I don't know. But now I found this seal. And I thought, okay, well, you know, maybe something like that. This is just some more little words, and I think they're in German. Got that. Postal one, you know. Will I use these? I know I'm going to use the words. Beyond that, we just kind of have to see how it unfolds. With mixed media, you know, the sky's the limit. What else did I have? Well, I've got these little stickers that I had purchased. And see, they've got little things like this and little things like this. Here's another good one. Again, it's maybe something that would be in one of these types of books or journals. So I thought I would get some of those. I've got some washi tape. I've got my glue book, glue. I've got some other little photos. So you'll see as we just keep going on and on. So enough with the grocery list here, and let's just get started. I don't need these scissors just yet. I hope you're doing well. I hope things are going good. All right, the first thing I'm going to need to do is kind of think of a layout. And so one of the things I thought was that often these books are written in like 2 columns, just like that dictionary that I showed you. You know, it's kind of in 2 columns on a page. So I thought I would do that. But it doesn't have to be. Maybe the next one we'll do all across. We'll see. And then I just thought, okay, we'll pick some pictures that I think I want on there. And so, honestly, I'm just kind of picking some random. That looks kind of, I don't even know what the, Dutchman's breeches. I think it's a plant. This is animal, so I'm going to stick with things kind of in the animal kingdom. This is a mythical animal. Chimaria. It's like part lion. It's got horse's hoofs. Oh, goodness. Frightening. Koi dog. And that's a kind of a dog. So maybe we could have those two sort of together. And then this is a fish. And this is, look. Is this seashells? No, filberts. It's kind of a nut, you nut. Okay. Here is a eared seal. So maybe we'll start with these. What do you say? Okay, well, I'm going to be gluing these on, but I don't want the text to just go over them. So we're going to have to mask them as well. But let's get these glued on. New glue stick, boop, ba-doo. This is from Dilutions. I got this off of the Ranger site, and it was in a clearance area, and it came to less than $1 a tube, I think. So I bought, it was packed, yeah, it was less than $1 a tube because it was $2 and something for 3 tubes. So I got 6 of these tubes, and I'm out of the scotch, and I don't know that I'm going to get it back. Why, do you ask? Oh, I'm glad you asked. It started getting so sticky and goopy, and I've read other people say the same thing about it, that it seemed kind of goopy, and I hadn't had that experience, but boy, I sure did. So I just thought, well, let's give this brand a try for this price. I mean, because I'm certainly willing to pay more, and frankly, I prefer a little bit of a larger glue stick, but to try, yeah, let's give this a go. I like it. Now, I can't testify how long it lasts, but I do know this because I've watched her live streams and all. Diane Reevely doesn't put up with stuff. So if this was in some way a heartache, she wouldn't have put her name on it. So I feel confident that way. So we'll just have to see. I was thinking, you know, I should maybe do like a showdown of all the different glue sticks, but then I thought, how in the wide world, because there are just so many different substrates, and people put them in different types of journals, books, card making. I really couldn't give them a fair shake. Okay, so we've got our pictures. I think that looks good. Any other pictures? Let's see. I've got things like I took this camera and I thought, well, that would be kind of cool, you know, if you're on some kind of a trip. And I did not put this aged tape on it. The picture just was that way. It was from it's from a paper pad. I've had this out before. I don't know if you remember it, but yeah, paper pad. So I'm just trimming it down. I don't want to trim it too severely. We could put the camera here. Maybe like this corner, we could have more things that aren't maybe so scientific. Like for instance, I have things like this ticket. Now this is a ticket. I believe it was to a play or something. But you know, I thought, well, we can kind of cut out those cool numbers and stuff. So let's just see. I have things like this. Don't even know what it is. Too big. I have this 5 Great Lakes, 1 Grand Adventure. I thought, well, that might be cool to, you know, like it would be in his kind of scrapbooky thing, his or hers. I think I'm just going to leave this for right now because I only halfway know what I'm doing. So how much more do I want to complicate it? Oy. I do have, it just caught my eye, hang on. I found this, and it's kind of like maybe what you would have for a to-do list or maybe a diary thing. And I was thinking that could go, well, maybe that could go on a different page. It's kind of big. All right, I'm going to put the camera down here, and I'm not even going to put it straight. I'm going to put it this way. You know, like someone's taping in their little journal. So there we have this. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a page of this piece of this book page. And I'm going to make some masks. Will they be perfect? No. I am going to cut off this ripped edge. And then I'm just going to be kind of guessing. Maybe I need a pencil. I'm just going to be kind of guessing like it goes from that corner to here. And we're going to go a little bit bigger. So I'll mark that. And then over here, I'll mark that. So that's pretty much how this goes. But again, I'm going to go a little bit bigger so it has a bit of a frame around it. There we go. And I have some washi tape. This looks very crooked. Okay. We got some washi tape, and I'm just going to make a couple of loops. Oh, it's a new one, so it's going to be a little bit harder, but that's okay. My other one was so critically low that I just thought, you know, I'm going to get on to do a video, and it's going to be gone after the first swipe, and then I'll be rummaging around. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Now, these are kind of delicate, but so is washi tape, and this is not the best brand. It's fine. It does what I want it to do. It sticks kind of more like a Post-it type. And if you have Post-it notes, you could just take some Post-it notes and cover that up. All right, so we're going to cover these guys up. And again, is it perfect? No. Now, these two, I'm assuming, dangerous, but I'm going to assume, are similar in size. So I'm just going to cut this one about the same size. So we're good there. And I just need to cut it about here. And let's see what that gets us. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Again, I'm going to make some little washi tape loops. And get this down there. Field notes, huh? What do you think? Do you think you're going to like this? I hope so. I hope I like it. Okay. I think that'll work fine. And a little piece for here. Again, I'm going to just kind of eyeball this. I think it can be just a little shorter. I think that'll be fine. Now, when my sister was here, her name is Abby. When Abby was here, we went to a store here, and it's called, I believe, Crafter's Warehouse. This doesn't quite cover, but I think that's okay. So at Crafter's Warehouse, you would not believe one of the things I found. And pricing it out less than half of if I bought it brand new. So I'm going to show you, just let me get a little more washi under here. Okay. Look, huge Ranger archival, and these are about $17 brand new, and as I say, I paid less than half. I got a black one. This is the one I've always had for years and years, and then I got this one, which is aquamarine. So I thought, well, maybe for today we'll use the black one. And when these were all in a bin, in a big old box, and many of them, it had leaked. They were wrapped in cellophane and they leaked. But I went digging and digging, and I found a couple of clean ones. So you never know. All right, I'm going to start out with these words. Now, this is on rubber, and I do not have a clear acrylic block like this that will fit it. And so I've got my Diane Reevely ruler, and I'm just going to glue it to here with glue stick. Now, I'm not ruining anything. Glue stick is designed for paper on paper. It is not designed for rubber on acrylic. So it will come off, and then I can wash both of these with soap and water, and we'll be fine. I am going to put it right side up. I mean, I'm looking at it, and it's backwards, and it's not English, so it takes me a little bit to kind of figure it out. Okay, let's get started with this. I think I'm going to just, and I understand putting the ink pad. I am not a stamper, so all those rules, I know some of them, but not all of them. And we'll put this here. Oh boy, that wasn't such a neat drop, but it's okay. Like that. And then maybe some more here. Okay. Now, can you see what happened? This acted like it lifted it, so it didn't want to print there. I'm not worried about that. All right, one more. And I think I'm going to move this onto a little bit of scrap paper, this glue book page, and then I can put this, and I think what I'll do, make some room, is I'm going to put it right here and see what we get. Okay, good start, very good start. I'm not going to take the masks off just yet. And this is a very fine print on here. And so I don't want, over the years for the archival ink, it hasn't yet, jammed up the letters. So I'm just stamping it off on scrap. And that just gets all that extra ink that might be living on here. There. All right, I'm going to just leave that like that. This is shiny, and that ink is going to want to transfer to everywhere. So I'm just going to tear this off and stick it like that. Okay, now what? Well, I think I'm going to use some of these other things. Let's get into this guy and see what we can do to maybe put some of these. Okay, like this number 1. I can stick that right in that space. What do you say? I think that's good. This also has some ink. I'm going to turn it over. I don't know that you can see. I'm going to move a little. All right. Let's get this guy stuck down. Oh, is that a new one? Nope, it's the one I've been using. Okay. Now this is kind of cardstocky, but I think this glue stick will do just fine. Okay, I like that. And we've got kind of a narrow space here. Look at this. I found these. Do you know I've got that book that I use for book page, and it's a book on economics, and it says Common Sense Indexing. I'm going to put that in there. I think it's kind of funny. So let's do that. I have a couple of these. And I thought that would be fun for this. How about down here? How about that stamp? I know you can't see. Put these underneath. That stamp that looks kind of like a seal. What do you think? Yeah, I think I'm going to put that there. And I do have a little block. And we'll go back. And should I do it in a color? Ooh. Should we try the... What did I tell you this color was called? Aquamarine. And I'm going to try to not get those words, and I'm just going to try to get the little seal. If I got some of the words, though, I'm not worried about it. Ta-da! That looks cool. I think it's upside down. Oh, well, who knew? All right, we'll stamp it off. There. Okay. What else? What else? Let's see. Well, I have, like I said, these numbers. What if we cut this out? And one side says auditorium and the other one says senior. I'm cutting that off. And I'm just saving the numbers. And I could put that right up here. Are you kind of getting the drift of what I'm trying to accomplish? I hope it's somewhat clear. Well, I'm liking this. I've got this thing with these numbers, and I could find a number and put it here. I could even put two numbers. I could put 56. Okay, I'm going to grab one of these. This came with a kit that was all kinds of, and I'm trying to think of the name of it, Mod Podge. All of their different products, and then it had several of these applicators, but I think they work great with inks. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go for my vintage photo, which is up here. Now, I don't use Tim Holtz Distress inks and things like that that move with water, because with my mixed media, I use too much wet mediums. So I'm going to try not to get that 7 in there, just the 5 and the 6. And it may come out good and it may not. We don't really care. There. Perfect. Good. All right. I think it's time to tear off our masks and just sort of see what we've got. And I'm going to do it gentle. That's fine. The little picture is red, and so is my washi tape, so I thought I was pulling up some of the red. Okay, we've got that. I might be able to use this mask again. And we've got this one. Okay, no worse for the wear. And we've got this one. Now, one of the artists that I saw doing these, I honestly don't remember which one. I think it was Carrie the Crafter, but I can't swear to it. This is kind of tearing, so I'm going to try it at this angle. I think he used colored pencils or maybe a little bit of like watercolors. I'm not sure. But I think these animals that I have are so finely detailed. Oh boy. Well, that's the way it goes. It's fine. Okay. We lost a little bit of definition there, but we're not going to worry about it. That didn't stick too well, so let's work on that. Come on, Diane Reevely. Don't let me down. Yeah, it's trying to stick, so I may not have gotten enough glue stick on it. We'll see. If it still gives me a headache, I can always use some art glitter glue. Okay, everything else seems to be... No, it doesn't. Well, maybe I do need to do one of these glue stick showdowns. All right. I'm liking this. I think this looks, you know, kind of like what I was going for, like someone's field notes. Let's do one more thing. I've got these splats and splots, and you know what? We can do one right over that dog leg. What do you think? That's awfully big. Well, what'll it hurt? It's rough out in the field, isn't it? I'm going to go with Vintage Photo again. It's kind of brown. And I'm just going to rub this in. Why do we want to be so careful when we're just making a splotch? I don't know. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, sort of like somebody's, maybe they had some shot glasses and they set them on there. I'm going to give this a run here. I can hear don't set that on my book. Too late. Yep, that looks good. Got another little splotch here. Another little splotch up here maybe. Okay, that looks good to me. I'm going to leave my ink open, And I'm going to grab that thing. I'm going to go around the edge. And I think what I want to do is everything is tight and small. All right, these are giving me a heartache. I'm just going to throw them away. All right, now I'm just going to take my little applicator and I'm going to go into the vintage photo and I'm just going to go around the edge just to distress it a bit. And what I'm going to end up with these is a journaling card. And I realize this is an awfully big journaling card, but you know, this one might be something else. I don't know. I could cut it in half very easily. I could cut it like right in here and then have a couple of journaling cards. I may even do that. We'll see. But I'm just going to leave it like it is. But I think this looks sweet. Let me know in the comments what you think. Now, I think I'm going to just go ahead and distress the other side. Now, the idea of a journaling card is that you want to be able to write on it because you're, you know, putting it in your thing. But sometimes I think these things can just be decoration. You know, just a little interest, and you could stick a paper clip and put some paper in it or whatever. And I may put a plain piece of paper on the back. I'm not sure. But this is what I wanted to get done, and I'm really happy with this. I think it looks just fine. So I'm going to set this one aside, and we're going to work on another one. So here's another one. And I'm just going to move this aside, and let's give it a go. And maybe now that we kind of got a bit of a rhythm, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to cut this one in half so that it's a little more manageable. And I'll probably get my corner rounder at some point and round them up. But let's just get these two going. All right. And I don't want to get brown stains. So I'm going to just go ahead and get rid of that. All right. Now, same kind of a deal. So maybe this one, I can use the filbert. And I know I've got some other botanical kind of things. Like this. Like the Dutchman's breeches. That could go like that. Okay, I've got this. This is the mask I had for when I was doing 2. I don't want the washi tape to clump up too much more because we could see that it can cause the stamping to lift and not be able to get down into the paper. So I'm going to take those off and we'll put these together just a little bit. And let's give this a cover. So I'm going to take my washi tape. This is fun. I hope you're having fun. I am. Now that dictionary page is fragile. That doesn't even want to stick to itself. But again, I really don't want a super hold. Because as I was just saying, that stuff is quite fragile. Can we just kind of... Oh, come on. Oh, dear. Stick it like that. That'll help. Sticks to my finger. All right. Let's see what this does for us. Oh, Julie, you didn't glue them down yet. See? That's what you're here for. Keep me straight. All right, let's glue these down. I'm just rushing ahead. I'm so excited. Ugh, all right. All right, Diane Reevely, we're Still trusting your glue stick. Again, to me, this is one of those things that you see and you look at and you think, well, yeah, I can do that. But do you really realize the process? There's a bit to it. Now, of course, you know, if you're all clumsy and ridiculous like me, well, that doesn't help. But there's a bit to do these kinds of things. Okay, we've got those masked. A little bumpy, but I think it'll be fine. All right, I'm not such a tidy freak, but we just work in such a small space. All right, for this one, I don't know that I have two mythical animals. This is about fangs, and it's got like a bobcat or a wildcat, and it's got a snake. And then here's a couple of deer. So maybe we'll do this in this kind of an orientation since we, do we put another one in? What else do I have? Jumping mouse? Sure. Sure. And we'll have these two kind of close together. This one has an awful large frame. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. All right. Bit of this. I still have this, which has two. Let's glue these down. Remember the order of things. I'm obviously not, but I'm trying. So what are you working on? You working in your art journals, or are you making some journals? Maybe you're out doing some plein air sketching and all. There's going to be in Holland, Michigan, which is less than a half-hour drive for me. They're doing a plein air thing. I'm trying to think of the day of the week. I think it might be on a Tuesday, and I might go. If I go, I hope I can grab some video to show you. But one of the things that had me a little concerned is one lady went out into a field of sunflowers, you know, where they're professionally grown. You have to pay like, I don't know, $2 to the farmer. And he'll let you go in there with your chair and your stuff, and you can draw or take photographs or do whatever you want to do. And all the arrangements of that, I don't know, but it's nominal. And she said that she set up her chair and all, and she was covered with spiders. Oh, like, oh. But, you know, again, you see people do plein air on videos, and everyone's smiling and looking so wonderful. No one mentions they're being eaten up alive by mosquitoes or spiders, but I'm sure it's a bit of both. It's nature. And I thought, oh, I know I already knew I was going to have to take some sunscreen, but obviously I'm going to have to take some kind of bug spray. The kind that you wear. Now, I wouldn't be spraying the guy's field, for crying out loud. That's not very polite. All right, let's stick this on here. And then I think I only need one more mask right here. I think I have to cut it. Do I have any left? Here's a piece of garbage. All right, let's give this a slice. Just going to trim this over my trash. All right. That's good. No exact science going on here, obviously. And I'm finding instead of trying to stick the washi on itself, because it doesn't want to do that, I'm just sticking both ends on my mask. And let's give that a cover. All right. What's next? Words or fun stuff? Yeah, I think we better stick with the words. Now, we don't always have to do black words. We can do a different color of words. I'm going to set those on the floor. So this is Vintage Photo, Black Soot, Hickory Smoke, Ground Espresso. So maybe, I know that the Hickory Smoke is kind of a gray color. Should I try that? It's going to be a little trickier. Should I go for it? I'll go for it. I'll do it this way, half. I hope you can see. This way half, and then I'm going to turn it around and press this way half. And who knows, I may have missed the whole middle. I hope not. We'll just have to see. All right. And let's put this right here. Ooh, is it right side up? Yes. All right. You do need, I know, to let the ink have a chance to transfer from the stamp to the substrate. So I am trying to give it a few seconds to sink in. Well done. I think that looks fine. I'm going to just go half on here. Get one of those sheets. Put it under here. Put this here. All right, that looks good. I like that. Okay, set this aside. And then let's see about maybe some of these again. What does this say? No, it's kind of like a mailing label. Now this looks kind of scientific and I'm not sure what. That could go there. Okay, we'll stick that there. Close up my ink. I'm going to give this twice around the bend. Hopefully that will help it to stick. Put that here. Maybe. Get this guy out. Get a symbol, how about a $sign? Expedition like that's not free, you know. And we can maybe put that right here. Oh, come on. Straighten up a little bit. There we go. I didn't even re-ink it. Just fine. Just fine. Okay. What else? I want to add some color. Maybe. I guess I don't know why. All right, let's uncover. See if we've got anything left underneath of our Dutchman's breeches. Okay, that came off. And these are the filberts. And that, a little goofy there, but that's okay. We'll just, let's get that seal. I don't think I took it off the block, but I'll try to do it this time right side up, huh? Let's get the archival ink and ink it up. And then turn it around and put that here. I think that looks sweet. Yes, I do. Okay. What else? What else? Stamp this off. Okay. I've got our splats, but I also have things like this. What if I put something like that, pointing to that picture? It could happen. All right, let's use, and I can just go ahead, I'm gonna grab a different one of these and I'm gonna put it in the black soot and do like this. The black soot isn't as black as that archival black, but I think for this purpose it's just right. Yep, that's good. It's got other arrows like this. Sure, black soot. I like that this stencil maker, I don't know, got him from Amazon years ago again. My supplies are not new. I think that looks good. I think we need a little something here. And I think I want to see, do I have anything real skinny in here? I'm not sure. Well, what's this? Oh, for crying out. Well, what's this? A number? Perfect. We'll use that. Some glue stick. All right. I do like the way this glue stick feels when you're putting it on. This can go here. Oh, I'm sliding it all around. All right, there we go. Okay. And then maybe just some splats. What do you say? Where's my splats? And put a drip right there. And I'm still using that black, I think. Nope, it's the brown. Barely shows. Let's just juice that up a little bit. There we go. And I'm putting it in the same general area, but I'm not worried about getting it in the exact same spot. You know, messes happen all kinds of ways. And we'll give it maybe a drip over here. It looks good. Should we call this one done? I think it's okay. What else? Are you feeling like it needs a little something else? Does it need another splat? Let's try this, and we'll just put it off the edge. And we'll just use what's on here. A little dirt. Yeah, okay. This one we're gonna call done. Let's get the lid back on it, and then we've got the other one ready to go. And then I'll ink up the edges of both of them together. All right, so now, I wish I had other words, but I don't. I don't have a stamp that has other words, but I know I had other stamps. Let's just see for a second. I had these words. See, I've got these. They're, like I said, I think they're kind of like German. Maybe we can go back to the blue. And then here, this block, I'm going to tear this guy off and maybe stick this here. Is it right side up? I believe so. You know, this could be something here. I'm going to put both of them. I'm butting one right up against the other. Will that fit? Yeah. What do you say? Let's give that a go. We'll use the blue, aquamarine. Okay. Might be backwards. I'm not sure. No, it's not backwards. Well, this one's upside down. This one's right side up. That doesn't matter. So which one's upside down? This one. So I'll turn it around for the next go round. It'll make it look like a whole different stamp. Now is that? Yeah, that's good. Okay. And I think I'll do the same. Maybe what I'll do is just use one. This one. And I'm going to put it under him. Yeah, I'm glad that we're trying just a little different. Okay. I like that. Stamp it off. Put these up here. And now I'm going to go ahead with the writing, and we'll see what we get. And I'm going to get the big old black one out. There we go. There we go. All right. Once I get a nice rhythm of this, we'll be done. See, I don't need as much, so I'm not going to ink the whole thing up. Okay. I'm going to put this on here. And we'll give this a go. Okay. Hey, this is making me feel good. This is giving me the right vibes. This is when I'm working on something and I'm feeling like, yeah, this is coming together. So off with this. Oh, and it's pulling off some of the paper again. That's okay. And we've got this one. And I'm going to try not to pull the paper off. Maybe I'm just like, when I'm placing these down, maybe I'm just pushing down too hard. Maybe, oh boy, this, whatever he was, field mouse, he's really in bad shape. Oh well. We'll just put some splats on it. All right, that mask is just, so is this one. It'll just frustrate me. Okay, let's get the splats. Here they are. It's only the mouse. And I'm gonna get the, here, too many things. Let's stamp this off. Did that wake you up? Oh boy, look at that nice, crisp, clean stamp. Oh. Okay. Set this aside. And let's get, sorry for the arm. Let's get some of this. And I think I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go with the vintage photo because I think it's a little bit more transparent. I added a splat. And there's a little splat over the deer too. That's okay. There. Poor thing. All right. And those people that were toasting themselves with a couple of shot glasses. Got to do something to keep warm, right? There we go. All right. I like that. Okay, we need to ink up the edges. So I already have all this out. And if some of this black gets up on this, what will it hurt? Nothing. So into the vintage photo. I was getting some kind of circly rings, so I'm trying to just kind of swipe it this time. And one more. We'll scrub it. There we go. Good. This one, the same thing. Oh, aren't you loving this? I hope so, because I know I am. I just think these are looking great. Okay, so you can do without me for just a moment, and I'm going to go and get my corner rounder, okay? In the meantime, think about how you might do this. I'm very interested. Okay. I'm still digging. Let's see. Where are you, corner rounders? They're the most popular ones, so there we go. I got the big one and the small one. I think I'm going to go with the small one, though. And we can still do the big one, but let's do the small and see. I think they look grease stained. That didn't go. Try it again. Still didn't go. That's as good as it's going to get. There we go. Okay. That's fine. And so can you see the difference? I do think it makes a difference. So thanks for being patient while I got that. All right. And then we've got this one still. What do you think? You know, I just love that. I might hang it up in my bathroom. I really like this so much. I just think it looks so, I don't know, Like someone's going on a trip or went on a trip or took a class or something. I just think it's cool. Corner rounding, yeah. I'm debating big or small. I think I'm still gonna go small. And I honestly do use my small corner punch more than the big. I don't know why. This is not wanting to punch so great. Just give it a shake, but then remember that and then empty it, which I will do. See, I can get that. All right. Okay. The other thing I might do, so it's kind of news to tell you, I did get a sewing machine. Yay! Yay! While my sister was here, and she is an avid quilter, she was able to really help me secure a good machine for what I want to do, and it was $300. So, and it's brand new, and it comes with classes and all kinds of stuff, a lot of advantages. So I was so happy to buy local and to buy from a company that's going to, I can bring the machine in and they can show me anything I need to learn. It's great. Okay, well, there are our 3 journaling cards. I may mount this on something, and as I said, and hang it up. I just think it's gorgeous, but we'll see. I just love them. I hope that you found this inspirational. I hope that you found it educational. I hope that maybe you'll consider asking your friends to come and join us here. Share it with your friends. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber, because obviously you're here this long. You like my content. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye now.